very, very warm welcome. So, it is the 17th of July 2022, it's Sunday evening, and if you're watching this at some point in the future, then just to give you a little explanation, it is one of the hottest weeks of the year in the UK at the moment. So I'm actually in Northern Ireland, which is one of the coolest parts of the UK, so it's actually only been 19 degrees centigrade today, hasn't been particularly warm at all whatsoever. It's very overcast and cloudy, it's extremely windy out there. So I thought I would jump on and do a little 45-minute session with you today. Now, what is the purpose of today? It's an improvers salsa 45-minute lesson, more or less, okay, and going straight in live. And I'm going to work on our improvers level 1 footwork. So for those of you that are familiar with my format, on my website, in my free members area, you're more than welcome to go and log in at any point and download within there syllabus. So I have lots of different documents, lots of helpful guides to all the dances that we do and some syllabus lists. So as you might be able to see in the corner here, I've got some paperwork all pinned up. That is all the lists of footwork. So we have beginners levels 1 to 4, improvers levels 1 to 4, and intermediate levels 1 to 6. That's just how I format my classes and have done so for many years. If you're looking in the playlist, the links are below in the description of this live broadcast, but if you're looking in any of my video playlists, you will see beginners and then improvers and so on. So again, you can have a look at a future stage. There are links underneath for improvers, practice routines. I think there's 9 of them in there so far at time of recording today. And then I thought I would do a little series starting from today of going through all the improvers level footwork in 4 different sessions. So this is the first one. So I have one person on live with me. I'm actually just going to change on my screen here to get into the comments so that I can see. Oh, there we go. Oh, Andrea, nice to see you all. Thank you so much. Okay, you must be bored sitting at home on Sunday night, but this is basically our improvers level 1. So I'm going to put a warm up on. The first 3 songs we're going to dance through all the beginners section. Know all of these. If you don't, go back and look at my beginners level playlist. You'll find it in the main page of the YouTube channel there. So put the music on. This will get us warmed up. This will make sure we're ready to do the improvers level 1, and I'm going to go through every single step on there and break it down, and then we'll dance those all with the music towards the end of the session. So I have some nice YouTube friendly, copyright free music. We'll make a little start. Ooh, and a tissue. You don't want that, do we? Put that in the bin. Shoulders. Side basic. Tap step. Back step. Cross behind. Mambo. Last one. Right turn. Swing taps. Basic. 2 more. Side basic, crossover. Mambo to the corner. steps. Switch corners. One each corner. Last one. 4 walks. Walk back. 4 walks. Guys, second song. That's a little bit louder. Same artist, if it sounds familiar, it's the same artist. Next song. Let's start with the 4 walks to the corner. 6, 7, and come back. This is beginner's level 2, this section. Side basic. Arms in. Cross it over. Cuban taps. Walk around. Now remember, Cuban taps starts at the side first, not in front. Basic. Left turn. One right turn, one left turn. Mambo diamond, basic version.
Como a ti no te quedarán. Te quiero yo.
And basic. Side basic, cross over again. Look where you're going. Guys, we're on beginner's level 3 now. Pony steps for 6. Walk back. And again, pony steps 6. Basic. Now New York flair, half time, half time. You can change the arms, whatever you want. Basic. Cross behind. And a tap on 4 and 8. And a flick. Right, song number 3, we continue. Let's go. Speed down a bit. And we'll turn the volume up. Basic. Guys, still on beginners level 3. Bunny taps. Double speed. Move around. Now, 3 bunny taps and 2 side taps. Take a look. Bunny tap, corner. Front, side, basic. So 3 bunny taps and 2 human taps. Again. Other way. Basic. Side basic. Rumba style. defrosted. Okay, slightly defrosted. Right, okay, let's keep moving. So, like I said, title of this video is Improvers Level 1 Footwork, and there will be 3 more of these sessions to follow over the next few weeks. Let us take the actual list. I am reading it from over here, and you guys can find it. There is the link below in the description to take you to my website, sign into the free members area, and go into the dance steps and notes syllabus page, all in the members area. And there are dance steps, notes, syllabuses, documents for downloading, and you can print them out at home, and then you will know this as I work from. So this is a rough guide to the types of steps that I put in those particular levels of classes. Okay, and you can work your way backwards and forwards and go over them as you wish. But tonight is Improvers Level 1. This list is not exhaustive, okay? There are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of steps out there from lots and lots of teachers, but this is a good example of the sort of top 10 steps that I always put in Improvers Level 1 salsa within my classes. Levels vary across different states and across different teachers and so on. So always check with your own teacher where your skill set lies, because every area has a slightly different way of grading it. But let's make a start. Bow tie, like a man's bow tie, or double front tap, or tres. Okay, this is the three names of this step that you would hear it be called the most. We're going to take that left foot, we're going to tap across, and then going to tap it open, and then I step on it. I bring the back leg from behind, tap, tap, step. Tap, tap, step. 5, 6, 7. Now we're dancing on 1. These sessions are all on 1. So if you're dancing on 2, you will be starting with your right foot, okay? But this is all on 1, all of this playlist. And if you're looking in the rest of the playlist on YouTube, everything to do with this Improvers level is all on 1. So let's make another little start. We've got 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. And 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. You will be moving forwards very slightly. Unlike the Susie Q where you can pull back, it's a lot harder to do so. You will travel forward slightly. So just take that into account. I'm actually going to go slightly on the diagonal so you can see the feet. Tap, tap, step. Tap, tap, step. 1, 2, 3, and a 5, 6, 7. Notice I turn the toes out for balance and for ease of having the knees pass in front and behind each other. Okay, think a little bit like a ballet dancer. Your feet are turned out to the corners very slightly. So when I do this, I point, and when I step, that left foot slightly turned out. Think of the numbers on the clock, like 11 o'clock and 1 o'clock. That's about roughly where you want to be. So you don't lose your balance. And sit down a little bit. Tap, tap, sit. Tap, tap, sit. Tap, tap, sit. And then tap, tap, sit. You by no means have to do all 4. Okay, so I'm just giving them to you in pairs. So they take up a whole bar and 4 times repeated so that we can actually practice everything. Especially in beginners and improvers, repetition is the key to this. You're just going to keep doing the same step over and over again until it sinks in. Okay, step number 2 on the list is a side basic, which we should know. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. But I'm going to put a 3 and 7 tap. So take a little look. 1, 2, 3. Then step down on 4. So I'm actually going to use all 8 counts in the music. All 8 counts. Take a little look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's fast and it's small and it's just another little variation to give us some interesting things to do with our side basic. The 4 things I always say to people when they're moving up from beginners to improvers: basics, 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 and basics. You do your basics and you know them inside out, and then you just start to tweak a basic and make it more complicated. So we did that double front tap. Essentially, that is the same 4 core walks that we do in the beginners that we just danced in the warm-up. We did this: walk, 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 walk. Hopefully you all did that beautifully in the warm-up. But those little core steps with feet turned out, all I've done for the double front tap is added in 2 taps. So I took a basic level move and I added a little bit of spice to it. That's it. A tap, tap, and then I made the step. A tap, tap, and I made the step. Same thing on this side basic with a tap. We know our beginners 1, 2, 3. I am just delaying it and putting a tap in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you do not have to remember every single thing that I am telling you tonight. The idea of these footwork classes is to get you used to the music, used to being on time, listening for breaks in the music and interpreting, getting balance, getting fit, and just generally having fun. So you don't have to remember every single step. Normally there's a teacher barking at you with the steps that need to be done and you can watch them from behind. Okay, you don't have to remember everything. It's great if you do, but don't worry about it. The key thing is to move, get more balance and get more comfortable executing turns and things like that. Okay, so let's look at the next step. I am moving quickly because I want to make sure in this 45-minute session that we get it all done. Okay, I'm going to walk to the side. All right, so I'm going to walk across, open, across and point. I'm going to use the 4 odd numbers, that's our 4 core beats. So we're going 1, 3, 5 and 7. Take that again. 1, 3, 5, 7. I go back. 1, 3, 5, 7. 1, 3, 5, 7. 1, 3, 5, 7. Okay? Just walking across. If you cross behind, who cares? It doesn't matter. You think, oh, okay, I've got to go that way. Oh, I'll cross behind. Not the end of the world. Okay, just keep moving. Okay, that was the 3rd step. Now, the 4th step and the 5th step are Susie Q travelling. We did in the beginners. Susie Q. Susie Q. And we then did the travelling Susie for 7 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We did it back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we know that from our beginners. All I'm doing now is using the 8 at the end of that bar. I'm going to put a tap or a hop or stick an arm out or something at the end. Now the 2 I've picked for tonight, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 side tap. The second one I've picked my leg to go up, okay? But like I say, you can just pick any embellishment that you feel comfortable with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I make a big drama about bringing that leg through. Ooh, it's got to go in front anyway because I need to go back. But I can just emphasise little bits like that. Now if you hate all that with the feet and you think, whoa, too much, do something with your shoulders at the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, little shimmy. Or stick an arm up. Mind anything that is your obstacles. Obviously there is a health and safety disclaimer in the bottom of the video description, but I must make you all aware not to fall over small children, pets, coffee tables, or to knock things off the shelves beside you. If you're exercising and dancing in the kitchen, also please be aware of any dangerous objects, cookers, and so on. So, health and safety over. Please take responsibility for the area in which you are dancing at home. Now, that is the first 5 little steps for now. I'm going to put a song on, we'll dance all 5 to the next song, and then we'll move on. Grab your water if you need to. If you're watching this at some point in the next few days from the more southern parts of the UK, where I believe it's a bit warmer than it is here, please be careful, stay hydrated. first few. Again, like I said, if you think I'm moving quickly, pause the video, rewind at some point in the future, and come and look at this again. It's the beauty of YouTube with a live broadcast. I do the live broadcast, any point in the future, you come back to it, you can slow it down, use the little cog wheel in the top of the screen when you're watching it on a playback, obviously not whilst I'm on live, but once it's all finished, you can use all those YouTube options to help yourself with that video and just stay on at the point at which you feel comfortable. We're going to move on to the second half. Okay, I'm on Improvers, Level 1, second half, reading from the list. We have a Mambo variations. Okay, so I call these Mambo variations, big umbrella of, because our basic Mambo is our forwards and back step. Forwards and back. You can do that more sliding and long. You can do that more staccato and more like a little pony step. Depends on the music, depends on the style of the lead that you're getting, and so on. Okay, so there's more things you can do to the style of your basic Mambo without changing the step. You could roll your shoulders on half of the basic. You could shimmy at the front, so you can style out the actual Mambo basic without changing the forwards and back movement. But these Mambo variations actually add something extra to the step. So let's take a little look at the first one. I am going to do a slide, okay? I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, wide on 7, close in, okay? I'm going 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, close in on 8. Now that 8 doesn't have any weight because it needs to be reused to go into the next step, whether that be another basic Mambo or some other type of step, so I don't put weight on it. You can also use your arms. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay? Optional. So if you're a leader and you don't want to do the follower styling, you can do some more jazz hands, some more kind of bongo type hands, do it a little bit more masculine to the side. Okay? So it's up to you. Now the second variation is a slide in the other direction. Because we're still using the same Mambo, forwards and back, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so same Mambo, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. The timing of the slide is one big difference. Okay, because I'm not using different feet. Okay, I'm not starting on my right foot to go left. Okay, I've got the same basic Mambo. So 1, 2, 3, 5 is my back step. My left foot is available on 6. On this side, I wanted to go right. The step before, my right foot is available on 7. So I go on either the 6 or 7 for the foot that's available and the direction that I want to go. Okay? So I'm going 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, close on 7. But on this one, I do put the weight on it because that's my right foot on 7. And I can go forwards on my 1 as normal. So let's look at that one again. This is a Mambo slide to the left. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. I like to put a slight angle on it, so I'm very slightly on the diagonal. You don't have to. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. You can slide straight to the side, okay? Improvise how you so wish. Now, a little touch for this one. This didn't come from me, but remember, a lot of these steps don't come from me. Some of them are mine. Some of the variations that we do in the intermediate, they're steps that I've created and put in a particular pattern, but some of these steps are standard steps that every teacher will have been taught many, many years ago and will just reproduce for you. So this one, I'm going to push my bottom out just a little bit on the 8. Okay, this is not one of mine, okay? This is from somebody else. I will take no responsibility for it. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and a little push. Okay? Optional. If you hate sticking your butt out, then do not do it. Let's do the slide to the right, followed by the slide to the left. No more basic in between. So 1 at the beginning. 1, 2, 3. There we go, to get our rhythm. First slide to the right. Reuse that foot. Slide to the left. Next time I'll stick my bottom out. I slide to the right. Start the Mambo again. Slide, close, little push. Try and look sexy, ladies. Now, if you're a gentleman and you don't want to do the little butt sticking out, you don't have to. You can just close, okay? I've seen a lot of guys, they do a nice little kind of drop, a very masculine drop. Imagine that they're sitting in the armchair, do a little drop, and then come up, okay? That looks great, all right? So entirely up to you how you want to style that out. So that's our little mambo slide variations. Let's look at the mambo twist. It starts forwards, 1, 2, it opens on 3. So this is the leader's crossbody opening step for a crossbody lead. So when we're dealing with partner work, I'll go sideways onto the camera, I'll be a leader. We go 1, 2, 3, open, and then we ask our follower to come past us here. Okay, so it starts like a leader's crossbody lead, opening the position. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 90-degree turn, look at the left wall. You're going to do a little twist, twist, and then face the front. I'm going to do that a couple more times this way, then I'll go sideways on for the camera. So 1, 2, 3, twist, twist, face the front, make sure your weight's on the right foot, on the 7, and then 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. Okay? Important. Now let me turn sideways, just so you can see it for the camera. I've been investigating, trying to set up 3 cameras for these live broadcasts. I haven't quite mastered the technology, but we may not be far off, and it means that I can have a camera that's just pointing straight down on the floor at my feet, and it can sort of appear up in the sort of top half of the screen there, so you can get like a close-up view, something like that. I've sort of got halfway there with the technology, but kind of need someone over there to sort of set it all and then switch between the cameras whilst I'm over here. But that's a little bit difficult when you're dancing on your own. Right, let's go sideways. So I'm going 1, 2, 3, twist, twist, face the front, place the weight. Health and safety warning for the twisting. Take the heels out the floor. Make sure just the balls of the feet are on the floor, so less friction from the shoes, least friction possible. And it's gentle, twist, twist. And I'm also twisting the knees both at the same time, so actually almost in parallel, like this, okay, like windscreen wipers, okay? So I'm going here, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, face the front, and then you can hit your next basic afterwards or whatever you want to do. So that's our mambo twist variation. Let's look at our mambo ronde. Ronde means in the round, okay, to go round. Big toe only, swooshing along the floor. Bend the standing leg, otherwise you fall over. Bend, da-da-da. Okay, that's the action of a ronde. Okay, classical dance term, okay, from the French, and it's seen in nearly all of our dance styles. Okay, there's loads of dance styles you'll see this action. All right, how do we fit it into the basic? Nice and simple. 1, 2, 3, push it out, 4, 5, and it swooshes around, okay? Do that again, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? And then by 5, okay, it should be almost at the back. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. I kind of emphasise that a little bit. It's like 3, 4, and almost into the 5. Now you can fully miss the back step out, swoosh it all the way round, and just put it straight down on the 7. So you can swoosh for 3, 4, and then do 5, 6, 7, or you can do completely 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again, options, entirely up to you. Different teachers will have taught you this in different ways. If you've never seen it before, good luck, because I'm teaching you twice. Okay, so I'm going to do the swoosh on 3, 4, and I'm going to continue with my 5, 6, 7 back basic. It's a more simple version because you are literally using the best part of your normal mambo basics. Let's do that one. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 next time. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. And the last one that I'm going to do for tonight. I know we've done a lot. We've done a mambo slide to the right. We've done a mambo slide to the left. We developed the left slide to add in that little push of the bottom out, so that little mambo push. We've done a mambo twist. Now we've done the mambo ronde, and I'm going to give you a kick ball change. Again, classic dance step, kick, ball, change. I kick a leg, I put the ball of that foot down, I uplift and change the weight on the other leg. Kick, ball, change. Kick, ball, change. Kick, ball, change, and a kick, ball, change. We use that lots. Lots. Okay? So let's do that into the mambo. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. There's our basic mambo. 1, 2, 3. Miss out the back step. Kick on 5. Down on 6. Change. Now, what do you notice about the feet? Let me do that again. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Now, if you've looked carefully and I haven't gone off the camera, my weight is on my left on 7. So I need to transfer weight to my right leg on 8 if I want to go forwards and back to a new basic on my left foot. Why do I say if? Well, if you were putting a mambo with a little flick ball change somewhere in a routine, you might be quite happy to use the right foot on the next bar of 1, starting on the 1, and you might not need to get back to the left. But if you're just going to do this, and you're going to do 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, right, get a flick ball change, 5, 6, 7, you've got to put that down on 8 to allow your left foot to then be available to go forwards on the next bar. Okay, so that's the options. That is quite a lot, okay? I'm going to put some music on, we're going to dance all those mambo variations. I will call them all out. Don't forget your water. Hold my buttocks in. Let's go. And again, slide and push. Let's do mambo twists. To the left. And again. And leave out the back step. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Mambo with a kick will change. little bit technical. So when you do that flip ball change and start the flip ball change on the 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you've already put your foot down on the right. The weight is on the right by 7, okay? On the other option, which I did first, 1, 2, 3, I paused on 4, kicked on 5, 6, 7, stepped on 8. Okay, so I did the pause on the 4, stepped on 8. On the other version, I put the step in on the 4, I used the 4 for the flick, and then I paused on the 8. Okay, so again, there's still only one beat that I've used as a pause, but I did it in 2 different places, so you can play around with that to see how you feel comfortable. Now guys, there's one little last thing that I wanted to do tonight, which is still in that Improvers Level 1 list. This is cumbia variations. Now these are a lot more tricky to fit in our crossbody dancing on one, so I would also just put a little disclaimer in here that I would do these more if I was freestyling, if someone had me up for a more Cuban dance, okay? So on here, the cumbia variation, so I've got my little cross behind. In the beginners, I said to you, tap on the 4, and then tap on the 8. So let me call that timing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We also in the beginners developed that to a flick on 4 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These types of moves work well in Cuban. We tend to be doing more of a back step, step. So we're not doing as much forwards and back. When you're dancing Rueda, for example, and you're here and here, okay? So you get that feeling when you're dancing more Cuban style of being more on a back step, more on a step underneath you. So these steps work better there. I just put that in. Now, this variation basically has you tapping on 4 and 8 behind. So instead of tapping over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, or doing 1, 2, 3, flick, you're going to tap behind, and it feels very, very different to then move to the next step. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now your natural reaction is to step to the side on 5. But you need to not do that, and you need to step behind for your 5. And I'm going to show you why. Because back on 1, back on 5. So in this style of salsa, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. The cross behind is on the 1 and the 5. If I was dancing on 2, I would be crossing behind on the 2 and the 6. So take a look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I accidentally step out on 5, my cross behind on the next one is actually going to come on 6. I'll be 6, 7, okay? So I've moved myself on 2, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. Because I forgot to step back again after the little tap behind. This is one of the hardest ones. It seems so simple, but it's not. So I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and drop 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, did you see me tap on the floor a little bit like a woodpecker? Tap and rebound. Okay, I tapped and I kind of had a little rebound. I find that, personally, an easier way, try not to hurt your toes, don't do it too strongly, to remind me to then step back underneath again and not go to the side and end up sticking myself on 2. Okay, so I go 1, 2, 3, 4, back, and it feels fine. Do that with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? That's just a personal tip. I put it there because it's in the little list that we have. Okay? Guys, I did say it's only going to be 45 minutes long tonight. I have already gone past that time. So if there's no questions, queries and problems from Andrea, who is my lovely viewer this evening, if she give her a minute to write any comment or query in there. Guys, I'm just going to put one last song on. We're just going to dance 3 or 4 things I'm going to shout at you, and then we'll do a little cool down, and then I will sign off for this evening. Always got myself a little bit excited. Right, let's use a slower song. No questions from Andrea. That's good, thank you. Gonna be a basic. Copy with a standard tap. By the side of the ankle. Make it look flick.
Ahuyento tu timidez y entro en tu cuerpo. Y yo que te enseño a besar.
Guys, now the next one.
Él vengo a amar y te puso a volar más allá de la luna.
Little woodpecker.
Yo podré querer a otras como a ti y a ti no te querrán.
Basic.
Como te quiero yo. Tú y yo, que siempre en un par.
Right turn, left turn.
Y con canciones el sol te bate, ese fui yo. Fui yo, el mismo de la noche aquella, en un abrazo me dio las estrellas y me regaló ante el mundo.
Body roll.
Yo que te enseño a besar y a conjugar el verbo amar y te puso a volar más allá de la luna. Y yo podré querer a otras como a ti no te querrán. Como te quiero yo.
Shoulders. Tucking that tailbone. Cross behind.
Y yo que te puso a volar más allá de la luna, ese fui yo. Y con caricia despertó en tu cuerpo el deseo de amar. Y yo que te puso a volar más allá de la luna, ese fui yo.
Step it out.
Más allá de la luna y la
Nice flat back, shins up.
corazón.
Hold it here, let me hand it down.
Yo que te puso a volar más allá de la luna, ese fui yo.
Ooh, toes going down.
Te puso a volar y te enseñó a besar, nena linda.
Wait, go and use that front foot, adjust that back foot nice and long. Hips are forwards.
Ese fui yo. Quien te puso a volar.
Reach to the ceiling if you're steady.
Que tomó tu secreto por primera vez con canciones.
And open those arms. Plie. Left behind right, T-shape. Side reach.
Fui yo, quien te enseñó a besar. Quien te puso a volar.
Step it out.
Fui yo.
Flat back, toes up.
Digas que es mitad de ella para volver a empezar. Ese fui yo. Ven, que yo te quiero, mi nena.
Toes down.
Ese fui yo. Que si nadie te quiere como yo, qué pena me da.
Weight to the front leg, adjust that back foot. Nice ski slope position, little squeeze behind, hips forwards. Nice. Nice deep breath. And again. Last one. Guys, give yourself a big round of applause. if you are catching this at some point in the future, thank you so much for looking at this video. Do not forget, like, subscribe, share. Let everyone know you found something useful on YouTube. It really does help us content creators and tells YouTube that you are liking what you see, and then it promotes it out to more people. So thank you so much. Stay safe, keep hydrated, especially if you're watching this in the next few days. Thanks Andrea for joining me live, that was wonderful. And if anyone else needs comments in the future, I will hopefully be able to answer every single one of them at some point. Guys, thanks Andrea, yes, some little variations, that's what we need. We don't need anything too crazy in the improvers. We just need a little bit of content and some confidence with our dancing on the dance floor. Guys, thank you so much. Have a lovely rest of your evening, and I will see you all soon. Bye-bye.